How's it? Today is Friday, January 10th. Still learning new things. Today was a medium Friday, up to 90 for snatch, 110, 110 for clean and jerk, and actually front squatted today. That's the first time in a very, very long time. Right there you can see I actually started using Train Heroic again. I used to use it a while ago, like 3 years ago at this point. And I'm going to start to track my things here. Maybe, we can get a nice progression going and all that stuff. But a little bit about kind of things outside of the gym. Today I was at the gym that I work at, and it was actually a second day after having my first client. So I was able to get my first client in, and it was really, really like exciting. That's like a huge milestone for me, and I'm very happy with how it went, and I think everything is gonna go to plan, and I'm super excited for where this is gonna be going for me overall. Hopefully, I can continue this trend and maybe leverage it into going more full time there. So we'll see. Today's snatch warm ups, I was trying to focus on moving my hands quickly, getting my elbows in the right spot, and then moving my hands quickly. Of course, like I'm trying to think about like being aggressive, but one of the things that I was looking at for how I used to lift was like when I look at the way I move, like my hands are just a lot quicker than they are now, and like look at that. That's a lot better than I have been in the past, and that's something that I wanna continue doing. I wanna get better at that, and overall, I think if I get the hands in the right spot where I want them to be sooner, then my lockout is a lot better overall. And I think that my overhead position is actually pretty strong. It's definitely not as good as it used to be, but with those kind of things in mind, then I probably would be able to get back to 110. I mean, probably not anytime soon, but I I want to get there. I mean, the goal overall is 115, so 110. It's only 5 kilos away, but I'm very far from 110 right now. For reference, that's my PR from last year. That's like the most I've ever snatched. It happened randomly too, because I was like, when I wanted to go for a PR, I think I went for 107. I might have went for 108 because 108 was a PR, and then I made it, and then I was like, all right, here we go. We're just gonna go 110. Do a reasonable increase. So yeah, I made it. But here's my first set at 90, and I think that like overall today was really solid. I didn't miss any lifts, and that is a big positive because last week was just not the best. But I think like rep to rep, I think I was learning a lot with the 90 snatches. So this one was a lot better than that first one, and if I recall correctly, the third one is probably not the best, but it's still better than the first one. So that is really all I can really ask for at this point. That might have been better than the second one. I don't know. Very hard to tell, like, with what I'm looking at specifically. I'm looking at more overall positioning and just, like, I guess stability overhead, because sometimes when I rush for the catch position, then I just feel very not stable. I I don't know how to say that. Excuse me. But after that, I did my clean and jerks here, going up to 110. I feel like I probably could have clean and jerk 115 today, like reasonably easy, and I think going to 110 is probably a smart move. I'm not sure if I talked about it in the past couple weeks, but I haven't been cleaning very heavily recently, right? And so every time I get up to around 100 or so, my upper back is starting to feel that sort of pain that I was feeling in the middle of last year, but it's been on and off for the last 5 or 6 years or what have you, and that is not a fun place to be. So like realistically, if I can kind of figure that out before it gets super bad, then that is the goal more or less than trying to just push the weights, because I'm not in a position right now to be pushing weights like at all. There are so many things that have been subpar for too long that it doesn't make sense to be pushing weights. The only reason why I would push weights is to feel fun, like to feel the push and the I guess the just I don't know how to say it. I'm trying to find a word for it, but like for lack of a better term, the fun part of weightlifting is to lift heavy. It's not to really like lift very crisply or whatever, or fast or convincingly. I think it's just lifting heavy is just really really satisfying, and that's the reason why a lot of people do it, right? This is my last rep here at 110, and at this point in the session, I knew I was gonna front squat. I just didn't know how heavy I was gonna do, and what I really really wanted to do was I wanted to squat 3 sets of 3 at 120, but as I was warming up, my lower back started feeling kind of iffy. That same issue that I was experiencing since beginning of October. So I didn't want to like aggravate it too much. And then also, like I did this first set at 120 right after this here. So I went slow on that 100 so that I could try and feel out where my back was feeling. But I did this set of 3 and it was hard as shit. Like already that first rep is not a solid showing with my upper body kind of getting pitched forward like that. And that's probably just me being out of practice. I don't think, like, look at that. That does not look good. I don't think my legs are the limiting factor here. I think it's just I haven't front loaded my body like that in over 3 months. So that's going to get some time. It's going to need some time to get used to. And I will hopefully have enough time on the Fridays to incorporate that. I mean, me being forced to go into the gym for work is actually really positive on my training because it more or less means that I'm awake at a certain time so that I have enough time to lift at the gym. Finished off today with some pull-ups and some GHD sit-ups. Yeah, I think today was stellar, man. First like really good Friday of the year. I know I had a Friday last week. That was the first Friday of the year, but that was not good. So this is the positive sign. Yeah, I don't know what else to say right now. I think I am moving in the right direction. I'm trending upwards. I'm doing all the things I want to do. And yeah, but that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.